Hello out there everybody, welcome back to another AOG Lifestyle video. In today's video we're going to be talking about New Year's resolutions. Now, why are we talking about New Year's resolutions here at the end of January? Well, I wanted to talk about why we fail these resolutions. Why is it so hard for us to make resolutions that change our life for the better? Especially when it comes to some of these faith-based resolutions, whether it is to do with spending more time with God or making a change about yourself, maybe a sin that you're trying to overcome. If you're trying to spend more time with God, maybe you just want to say a prayer 10 minutes every day. I don't know. But regardless of what your goal is, faith-based or just physical or just something of the world that you want to change to make yourself better, a lot of these resolutions are very hard to do. I also want to give you the number one thing that helps me overcome any of the resolutions that I have. And I'm not saying that I'm successful every single time at making a resolution and sticking to it, because that just wouldn't be true. But I will tell you the times that I have been successful, I used this thing that I'm going to tell you today, and I hope you stick around. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. Alright, to start off the video, I just want to share some of my New Year's resolutions and faith-based resolutions as well. So I'm going to share one of each. One that has to do with God, and one that really has to do with God too, but not directly, I guess you could say. So the indirect one I'm going to be talking about is just mainly a physical resolution to get into better shape. I don't really want to lose weight, but just to be in better shape, because I want to compete in combat sports like jiu-jitsu, maybe some MMA. We'll see what happens. But that's my own personal resolution. So, faith-based. The number one that I have has to do with this channel. I want to be able to read the Bible more and all this different stuff like anybody else, but all of this stuff that I want to do has to lead back to the channel, because I want to make more content and better content to better reach the people out there in the community. So if you have any resolutions similar to this, leave them in the comment section. I love talking about New Year's resolutions, because I think if we hold each other accountable, sometimes that can be one way that we succeed. That's not the number one thing I'm going to tell you today, but I can guarantee you if you involve somebody else on your resolution, it probably will be easier. So let's go ahead and get into the rest of the video and talk about why this is so hard to do and what my number one way to essentially accomplish these goals easier is. Alright, so why is it so hard for us to accomplish change and New Year's resolutions? What about it is so hard? I believe it's just like going to the gym or trying to run 10 miles. If you go to the gym and you work out a specific part of your body, that specific muscle will eventually get tired. I don't care how good a shape you're in, you can always get tired, and if you continue to work it out over and over and over and over again, it will get stronger, but it will also fatigue over and over and over again. And just like that, our willpower is the same. For example, have you ever been on a diet or been trying to diet, and your favorite junk food is laying on the table, and you walk past it and you look at it and like, not today, no, get that away from me, no way. And you walk past it again and you say the same thing in your head, and you get to the 30th time and you're like, just one bite, just one time, it won't hurt. Pick it up and you take a bite of it, put it back down, feel good about yourself, you only took the one bite. Alright, you walk past it 10 more times, and all of a sudden whatever that box was just disappears. It's in the trash can. You're feeling bad about yourself. Why do I know about this? Because I've done it myself. Mine specifically would be a box of donuts. That's probably my number one weakness. If I'm trying to lose weight, would be a good old box of Krispy Kreme donuts, and my willpower feels real strong about 4 or 5 times that I walk past that, and then, well, it tends to go downhill from there. But anyways, the best way to do that for me is just keep away from it. But I'm getting a little off topic. The point is, your willpower is just like any other muscle. It is going to get tired, whether you are trying to work out more, or trying to stop cussing, or stop looking at pornography, or just trying to lose a little bit of weight. The more that you do it, the more that you struggle with it, you will get tired and you will backlapse. And it's not something you should be ashamed of, because it's something that it's expected, it's going to happen. It does hinder progress. Hopefully you get right back up just like anybody else that gets knocked down, and get right back on the horse and start doing whatever it was you were doing before to make progress. What I want to do for you today is to tell you the number one way that I make progress and stick to progress the best, and that is involving Jesus. Now, you may be asking, of course we involve Jesus, that makes sense. Well, I want to change your mindset on something, because sometimes I don't think people really think about spending time with Jesus in this specific way. And if I can change your mindset today, this will help you have a better relationship with God and better change whatever you're trying to change, and make those resolutions go past the 3 weeks that they normally go past. So, number one is, I want to ask you a question, and that is, do you have to separate time each and every day to spend with God? You should answer yes. But if you really think about it, it can be yes and no. And what I mean by that is, separating time is a very good habit. It's something that really can help you connect with God even deeper. And it's a very good thing to do. But if it's not something that you are up to yet, doing this will help you thousandfold in making a relationship with God even better. And it will probably even get you to that point where you're taking 5, 10, 15, 20 to an hour out of each and every day just to spend with God. I want to change your mindset that you don't have to be on your knees or separating out specific time just to spend with Him. I want you to think about the car ride to work. I want you to think about the moments at work where you're not really doing anything. I want you to think about when you're in the midst of your struggles, when you are walking past that box of donuts for the 40th time. I want you to think about where your mind goes, and I want you to change where your mind goes and go directly to prayer and start spending time with God and start asking Him how you can be stronger and what you can do better next time to make the change that you're trying to make without making the mistakes that you make every single time, because we have to train ourselves in this. I believe we have to train ourselves to automatically go to the one person that can help us more than any other person that's ever existed and ever will be, and that is Jesus. When we are struggling to make the change that we need to make, it's not enough just to have the strongest willpower in the world, because the strongest willpower in the world is still by man and it can be broken. So what do you need? You need Jesus in every aspect of your life and every moment of your day, and the more that you can think about Him and spend time with Him and talk to Him and ask for His strength, because when we lean on Him for strength, we are not going to fail no matter what it is that we're doing. And if you don't believe me, I just ask you to spend more time with Jesus and involve Him in every day, and watch how much stronger you get, whether it be your willpower or maybe even go beyond your willpower and you don't even understand how you are as strong as you are today. And it's because you are using Jesus, you are using what He told you to do, and that is involve Him in every aspect of your life. And whenever you do that, watch how much easier it gets to make these life-changing habits every day. And life-changing habits that improve your life every day, whether it is trying to spend more time with Him. Maybe that is what you are looking for, more time with Jesus. Just understand that more time with Him doesn't have to be so specific and so narrow-minded. And maybe your resolution is to stop cussing, and it seems like you just slip up at least once or twice every day. I challenge you to talk to God more and more about what you can do to make this change, and just spend more time with Him every day and every silent moment of your life. If you can just reach out to God, I guarantee you these changes get easier and easier. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed listening to another video telling you about spending time with God, because I've probably made another 1 or 2 videos about spending time with God. But, I'm not sure if I've hammered this specific point about spending time with God more than I have just now. And starting a new year, it's something that I definitely want to make sure I am focusing on more than any other change. I know I talked about my resolutions in the beginning of the video, but in order to make those resolutions, I believe if I make the change I'm talking about in this video, and just statically spend more time with God, in every silent moment and every moment of the day that I can think of. I know that these changes will begin to be easier and easier, and that's what I want to help you do as well. And I hope that you can maybe change your mindset by watching this video, and I hope that it helps somebody out there. And as always, keep on the full armor of God, and I hope you have a blessed day.